Hi, my name is Cassandra Harris, and my presentation will be on the Disney Corporation, specifically Make-A-Wish Foundation. I never really knew too much about the Make-A-Wish Foundation until I actually started researching it and gathering information about it. So I'm going to share my findings and everything with you guys. What they strive for, there's 3 things that they strive for: mission, vision, and values. These are 3 things that they find very important. Their mission is to grant the child's wish overall, no matter the circumstances, as long as they're eligible. And for them to be eligible, they have to have a life-threatening medical condition that is a requirement for which they have to be diagnosed with in order to even be considered for the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Their goal is to really just, enhance their spirits, their hope, make them happy in their time of need, because I'm sure, going through a life-threatening medical condition isn't very fun at all for anybody. Their vision is to try to make all wishes come true, no matter how difficult they may seem. Some wishes may have a wait time on them, such as if they wanted to see a certain celebrity or maybe go to a certain basketball game. Of course, these things would have a wait time that would be required, but other than that, I would think that would be the only thing that they would maybe have to wait on when they were being considered for Make-A-Wish Foundation. Their value is just to grant each child's wish, regardless. They always want to make sure they have respect for the wisher. They don't want the wisher to ever feel like their illness is being exploited or made fun of or pinpointed or anything like that. They want to make sure they have respect for the wisher and the wisher's family. If the wisher and the family do not want their business broadcasted, wrote down, or anything like that, if they just want to keep it personal, then that is totally up to them, and they have to respect that. Which they do, which they have no problem with, which is one of their main concerns, one of their main values. The interest of the wish children is what comes first to them, always. Everything else can always be adapted or figured out, but the wish of the children is main priority. Make-A-Wish was originally inspired by a 7-year-old boy named Chris Gracious. I'm not sure the pronunciation. I think I said it right. He was a 7-year-old who got diagnosed with leukemia in about 1980. And his wish was always to be a police officer. So what his mom did is she got together with the local police department and asked if they could grant her son's last wish by making him a policeman. So, they got him the uniform, the whole works, everything like that. And then after everyone, there was people around the community that started to volunteer. They started to see how happy they were making Chris in his last days and how much joy it brought to them. And, everyone really loved it. Everyone was really hands-on with it. And everyone saw how successful that their act was. And they wanted nothing more but to spread the joy with other children who faced life-threatening medical conditions such as Chris's. The first official Make-A-Wish child, his name was actually Babsy Salazar. He was also a 7-year-old who was diagnosed with leukemia, and he also honored people in uniform, not police officers. He actually honored firefighters. So what his community did is they got together with the firefighter department and got him a uniform and everything, and theirs was a little bit more put together, organized than the one with Chris was, because the one with Chris, they thought they were just doing, like a benefit, like a one-time thing, but they seen how much joy that it brought him, and they wanted to do more. They wanted to do this with other children. So that's where Babsy Salazar came into play. After the Make-A-Wish with Babsy Salazar, he was actually the first kid to be granted a trip to Disneyland, and the news and reporters started to pick up on this, this is a great story, we need to put this out there. So the more they broadcasted this and put this out there, the more people wanted to be a part of it. They actually had a phone line that they had set up, and the phone line was ringing off the hook. I mean, the first day that they put this story on the air, and by May 1983, the Make-A-Wish Foundation was actually incorporated. It was created. How wishes are granted: you first would need a referral from a doctor, a friend, yourself. You would just need to write a referral, explaining the story, what's happening, medical conditions, so forth. And of course, the child would have to be facing a lifelong illness, an illness that could possibly be life-threatening. This is the only condition that this would have to be for them to be considered for Make-A-Wish Foundation. Their main priorities is to, grant the wish, just make the child happy, just give them a chance to experience some things before their time may be coming. They want the child to leave this world in the happiest state that they could ever imagine themselves being in. There was actually a girl from my hometown, Fort Wayne, Indiana. Her mom was Brandy Torres, I think that's how you say her name. And her daughter's name was Brooklyn. And she's on my Facebook, and I was following them, and I had seen, I actually followed their story, from the time she was diagnosed until the time they sent her and her whole family on a trip to Disneyland, actually, for Christmas, during Christmas. I think it was December 22nd to the 27th. So she is facing a disease that causes tumors on her vital organs. There is no cure for that, so she was medically eligible for a Make-A-Wish from the Make-A-Wish Foundation. So yeah, I followed their story. It was really great. I mean, the little girl seemed so happy. Her family seemed so happy and so grateful that they were able to experience this for her little girl, and with their little girl. I think they got to stay in the Disney hotel, the Princess Suite and everything. It's just really great that there is a foundation out there that gives kids a chance to experience such life in such a happy state, something that maybe their parents would never be able to give them or provide for them. It's just, it's just really great. It makes the difference in the child's life, I'm sure. It gives them hope, It doesn't let them leave this world so torn up by it, so depressed by it. It's really great. Some frequently asked questions: who can receive a wish? Children who are at least 3 years of age and who are medically eligible. They have to be younger than 18, of course. They are the ones that can receive a wish. Do you grant wishes to adults? Make-A-Wish only grants wishes to kids age 3 to the age of 18 who are medically eligible, who are facing a life-threatening disease or medical condition. Can the child receive more than one wish? No, they can only receive one wish for each child. That is what Make-A-Wish, they don't grant more than one wish to each child. Does the family have to pay for the wish? The wish is absolutely covered by Make-A-Wish. All of the expenses are covered by Make-A-Wish Foundation. Anything that's included, anything that Make-A-Wish Foundation has set up for them is all included in their expense package that they honor to pay for. Most required wishes usually start off with I wish to go, or I wish to be, I wish to meet, I wish to have, or I wish to give. After doing this PowerPoint and presentation on Make-A-Wish Foundation, I really think that it's great that they are out here doing such great things for kids who face such hard times, and just to give the child hope and not letting them leave this world in such a depressed and sad and broken state is really great. So thank you for taking the time to watch my presentation. Thank you.